Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Journey of Darkness. How are you guys doing today? How's life? Why am I wearing pink? I don't know what happened, we're going to cut it out of the video. So in between the episodes, a few things have happened. First off, we have an awesome backpack. It's actually the Epic backpack, which gives you 91 slots and you make it out of alumites. And by mistake I made extras, so we have a few pink ingots with a heart on them. We should burn it. If it wasn't expensive, I would have done that. Another very important thing which has happened is that we have a semi-automation for our farm, so that we can make biodiesel. I decided that we are going to go with aubergines instead of coffee, because with coffee you would get a lot of coffee beans and not enough seeds. With the aubergine it's kind of balanced. So for example, you can see over here that we have 2 stacks and 59. And over here we have 2 stacks and 28. It's not the worst, because the aubergine seed actually gives you more plant oil. We have also a ritual from roots, which is accelerating the growth of plants, so we're getting more yield. And it does not have a horrible recipe, we are producing all of these items. And if you put a chest under the pyre itself, you can reload it automatically. Meaning that after 5 minutes and 20 seconds, whenever the ritual is supposed to end, it's going to refill it automatically and you don't have to light it on fire. And to be honest with you, it's actually really neat. You can see the particle effects. Look, do you see it? It's incredible. Of course, instead of conveyor belts, we are also using item ducts from thermal expansion, and this is why I had to make a few metallurgic infuser, because the recipe for the item duct is kind of ridiculous. Oh, and it gets better. This is the basic one. The expensive one is also not that bad. Although do not be worried, we also have a drawer down there for overflow, so this is not gonna clog up. Anyhow, now that in theory we have a decent production of biodiesel, let us make the diesel generator. The problem is that we need to make 2 blocks, which we haven't made yet. One of them is the radiator block, which requires HOP graphite ingot, that's not a problem. And the other one is the generator block. I'm not going to even start talking about why this recipe is so expensive, but we need to find an ore in the nether. I found a little bit a while ago, but I never knew it's important. Oh, that was a quest. That is copper. What the? Okay. There are so many stupid mobs. What the hell is that? It's like a machine gun. I think we're going to die. Oh no. Oh, another one. Yeah, this time we're going to die. So far this has been a miracle. Well, he does drop molten shards, which you can make molten stone, which gives you a molten sword. Not very appetizing. Oh, they killed him. Thank you. It took me a while to make all the parts for the diesel generator itself, and what do you expect? It's Journey of Darkness. Nobody said it's going to be easy. And then I thought, since diesel generator is going to be our main source of power for the foreseeable future, maybe we should have some buffers. Cause you know, the flow of crops is not going to be constant, these guys are not going to be constant, the generator is also not going to work constantly. So what we are going to do is that we are going to have a tank as a buffer for biodiesel itself. This is just an excuse to make one of these tanks. That's it. And later on we are also going to have an HV capacitor buffer for the power itself. So using our HV capacitor and putting it on every single machine, I did manage to make a teeny tiny bit of biodiesel. I think you can barely see that. I don't have a bucket on me, so I can't really show you, but I think it should be around 30 to 40 buckets. And that basically means we have enough reserves, so I can start removing the thermoelectric generators. And just to clarify, I'm not actually voiding the thermoelectric generators. What I'm doing is that I want to move them closer to the base so that I can run a few machines. But yes, I am literally voiding some of the yellorium blocks. I'm lazy to mine them. Oh, and I think it was last episode that I made a very small boo-boo. I did mention that you need the arc furnace in order to make the HOP graphite ingots, and that's not true. Cause I never paid attention to the recipes. Yes, you can do it in the arc furnace, but you can also do it in a furnace. I just wanted to mention this just in case you're wondering why the hell don't we have any arc furnaces. So you go there, and then it's just heavy engineering blocks? So you should be okay. Oh, you are! So nice. The capacity of the wires in this mod pack has been changed, and I don't really understand it, but the way that it used to work is that this guy is going to generate us 4800 RF per tick, and each of these connectors could only carry like 1600, so you needed all 3 of them. I don't really understand how it works in this mod pack, but we are going to have all 3 of them anyways. Oh, and yes, later on we are going to have 2 diesel generators because our refinery can handle 2 of them simultaneously, but I'm short on steel. Just to correct myself, I'm not that short on steel and resources, I'm just lazy to make that many heavy engineering blocks. And I'm hungry. I have never done this, but can you take a bucket from here and just put it inside the generator? No, would have been nice. It's perfectly fine. This is why we have pipes. And in order to automatically output it to the diesel generator, we just need a lever. It's working. Although, why is it working? Nothing is running. Oh, the capacitor. Oh, it's full. I'm going to be very honest with you guys. I'm starting to get bored. From what? Very good question. Having to complete every single mod before I get another mod to play with. First it was Roots, now it's Immersive Engineering. So here's what we're going to do. The only thing that we're missing in order to complete Immersive Engineering is steel. A crazy amount of steel. Cause you know, raw material is not a problem. We have 1000 coal, we have 600 iron ingots, and a bunch more over here. So what should we do? We have mechanism, let's use it. We already have the metallurgic infusers and I don't have any food. We can eat some zombie brain. And we're missing only two things. One of them is the enrichment chamber, which does have a crazy recipe, and the smelter, which does not have a crazy recipe. So our job is going to be very simple. We just need to start making steel using mechanism. And you have to admit, the recipe for the enrichment chamber is literally crazy. We need fluix crystals, which thankfully we can make. Good. For a very weird reason, we also need vibrant quartz glass. Then we need to make 2 crystal growth acceleration chambers, which for some reason require the crazy amount of HOP graphite, and by crazy I mean 8. And 8 HOP graphite is 1 stack of coal coke. And finally, after a bunch of crafting, an enrichment chamber. Thank you for the quest. So now we can have the garbage automation that we always have. We have 2 metallurgic infusers and 1 smelter. The enrichment chamber itself is actually not that necessary, but it is going to give us a better yield on coal. Cause you already know the math, the coal is going to give you 10 carbon, you need 10 carbon in order to convert iron into enriched iron, and then you need another 10 in order to convert it into steel. And a wafer is just going to give you 80. So you, my dear friend, start working. And auto eject, and you probably also need a chest, which I shall bring. Another problem that we have is that yes, we can make speed upgrades for the machine, but the energy upgrade has to wait. Cause you know, it needs the green stuff, which I cannot pronounce its name, which requires an osmium compressor. Which is not very cheap. Not at all. But it's doable. Anyhow, now that we are producing steel at a less garbage rate, let me craft a few items and I'll be right back. If you are wondering why this episode was late a little bit, well, the answer is just in front of you. I noticed that I'm very tired with immersive engineering and I don't really want to place another single block of scaffolding. So we had to get organized, I had to make a factory. When you want to make a factory, you realize that, oh my goodness, I need a lot of clay. You do get the clay, then you realize normal furnaces are not going to cut it, so you need to upgrade your furnaces. You need to place down hundreds of blocks without having a builder's wand, and at the end of the day, you end up with a garbage factory, which is incomplete, but functional. And of course, clay is not going to make a factory on its own. You need to get resources, you need to process those resources, and the best part is, you get to stockpile those resources. That's nice. From the machines that we used to have, nothing has changed. I added 1 arc furnace, 1 is under construction because we don't have that many heavy engineering blocks, and we also have a steel production over here using mechanism. And yes, they are basic infusing factories because at first I wanted to make another set and then I realized something very important. It takes 2 metallurgic infusers to make a basic infusing factory. 2 metallurgic infusers are going to give you 2 items, a basic factory is going to give you 3. So I was like, yeah, why the hell not? We can have a factory. Anyways, the most important thing that I had to craft was this stupid thing in front of you, the arc furnace. It seems that most mods are locked behind an arc furnace because, for example, you need the Eye of Gaia in order to go to Erebus. Or in order to get the Scarab, in order to go to Autumn, you need Industrial Leather, which requires an arc furnace. And also a bajillion other items, but you get the idea. This is why we're going to have 2 eventually. On a very small side note, I also completed our farm and I'm using thermoelectric generators in order to make biodiesel because I wanted the powers to be independent. Because you know, sometimes you run out of diesel and then you cannot make diesel because you don't have diesel. It's a weird loop. I know. Another issue is that in the comments of the previous episode, some of you guys were not very happy that I'm using minecarts in order to harvest the crops. Well, not harvest the crops, to gather the drops. Originally, I also wanted to go with roots and have the ritual of gathering, but the problem is that the duration of this ritual is only 5 minutes. So if I want to gather the crops, I need to run it constantly, and considering that it needs a wooden hoe, you can't really fit in a chest that much. So essentially this is why I didn't go with roots and decided to go with minecarts, but I am open to suggestions. If you have something better than minecarts, Let me know, because minecarts were also a suggestion. I wanted to go with roots. There was also another suggestion using drawers, but I think minecarts are going to cause less lag than, I don't know, like a 15 by 15 patch of drawers. So we're just going to use it in limited quantity. Anyways, let us progress. We need to go to the nether. I did find something of interest. Not my death. I was mining for resources and go to hell. I found a nether fortress. You can actually see it from here. I can jump, right? Yes, we are alive. And there was no achievement. Ladies and gentlemen, we're in. Gold is nice, the rest is not so nice. Do I need this for anything? No? Okay. You never know. Firefly. Drop sulfur. What? Yeah, I hate those things. And you burn for like half an hour. Tainted voidstone. Oh, the fractures. Interesting. There are so many stupid mobs you cannot find the mob that you want. I want a wither skeleton. Not one, a few. Eyeball block. Aha, well, a blaze is a nice start. Are you friendly? He was German. Damn, seriously, there are no wither skeletons? Weird. It's okay, I do need a few blaze rods. Well, we get stuff from Bewitchment, but we have to wait like 20 episodes in order to use them, I guess. Oh, I got a blaze trophy. Nice. It has been a few minutes, and I really thought they're not going to spawn. Well, there's one over there. There's literally no chance that we're going to get a skull. Nope. Well, beheading might help, but I do need to make a cleaver because we cannot upgrade our swords. Here is the point. Most of the early game is going to be based on exploration because we need to explore in order to find stuff so that we can unlock new dimensions. So for example, I needed the wither skeleton skulls in order to get a nether star so that I can start unlocking Erebus. Or I basically need to find the cockroach in order to go to Autumn. And I need to go to Autumn and Erebus so that we can go to Aether and unlock other stuff. So here's what we're going to do. We are going to go on another exploration. Yes, Wither Skeleton Skulls was a bust, but Blaze Rods was not. And the new exploration is going to be for finding the cockroach, as well as a Guardian Temple. The quest also wants us to make a brew stand. Yes. Don't run away. Don't run away. I like pearls. Anyways, as I was trying to say, the quest wants us to make a brew stand so that we can make potion of water breathing. Because as you guys might remember, we need prismarine shards in order to make the snow globe. You know, I had one of these and I used it in order to make the leggings. I thought they're very common. Cause you know, it also tells you there's a 50% chance. It's lying. It's not 50%. Thaumcraft temple. Nice. You know, we can just jump and see what happens. Oh, it's a trap chest. Damn. One day, I'm going to hit the jackpot. Well, I can see a guardian, but not a temple. Here we go in. I'm stuck. I think the other one despawned. I found another one. I used to think that water breathing also gives you night vision. It doesn't. Stop being a jerk. Thank you. Oh, there's a shark too. Not very good. Yes, he dropped something. Yes, we have the shard, we need the crystal too. I think I got a crystal? Yes. Perfect. It has been ages. You can have a fancy name. You're just a roach. And you didn't drop it. Are you going to drop it? No. Well, at least we know we can find them in plains. Or I don't know, maybe it's easier to spot them. Oh, he dropped it. We're done. We can go home. Oh my goodness. That's not good. Although, kind of lucky. I got gas tears. Oh, and by the way, we are back in the nether because I'm looking for one more thing. An imp. I don't like it. And I'm also looking for that purple blaze. It's our lucky day. Can you stop firing for like 2 seconds? Well, on a positive note, I managed to get him stuck. We just need the powder. Come on, die! I didn't get it, did I? No. I think I found another one. Yes. Oh, don't go over lava. You jerk. I don't know who thought this is a very fun idea for a mob. Okay, we got it. And that was a quest. I think we needed the purple blaze in order to summon our first boss in Divine RPG. We will do that later. For the moment, I just want an imp. Yes, this took a while. Come on, drop the leather. Thank you. Oh, he only gives you 2. I need 1 more. Actually, it is just to complete the quest, otherwise for making the scarab in order to go to Autumn, we already have what we need. So wait a minute. Are you supposed to cultivate these stupid things? I had no idea. Nether reed. And it's on nether mycelium, okay. Good to know. What a fool. Really? I just wanted the imp. Don't run. Thank you, thank you. On a positive note, some of our exploration has been successful and we can start making the key to autumn. Or at least that is the hope if we're not missing anything. We need to start by making industrial leather. And this is one of the reasons that we needed the arc furnace. So the treated leather goes in, imp leather, buffalo hide, sugar, and this guy. Oh, you're making it. Thank you. That was molten leather. Literally. Actually, in order to unlock the quest, we need 2 more pieces. So there you go. And now we need to start making the artificial scarab body. And there you go. Immersive engineering should be done. Almost. We can also make a glider, but later on. As I have mentioned last episode, we are not going to skip the Twilight Forest, but in order to make the scarab itself, we need to make a key. It's called the Twilight Key and you can use it in order to skip Twilight, but we're not going to do that. Just FYI. In any case, we can make the Lamp of Cinders. Is that a quest? No. And after a bunch of crafting, that should give me the flawless scarab. It doesn't consume the lamp. And it tells you, reading is good. Are you kidding me? You didn't count. We need some gold. Yes. This was not a huge waste of resources, but I had to make an extra key so that the quest itself would count. So we have the body, now we need the wings. Ah, this is why you needed more industrial leather. Okay, then I shouldn't complain. Anyways, as usual there are 10 steps in doing something, we also need artificial wings. So there you go. Oh, it's ready. Thank you. And I think that actually marks the end of Roots. Yeah, that was the last quest. We have random quests as well, but the quest line itself is complete. Hello? Did you knock on the door? And thankfully I have been killing some bats. So making the wings is easy peasy. So now that I have both of them, what should I do? Craft it? Ah, yes. Thank you. So we are officially ready to go to autumn. We have unlocked it. And if we finally manage to get a nether star by getting some wither skeleton skulls, we can also unlock Erebus. Unless you need something stupid, which I don't have. No, everything is fine. Oh, we also get the wand of animation. With a creative conversion kit. With a creative satchel. Creative drums, what the hell? Yeah, we shouldn't look at these things. It's not very good. But with that, ladies and gentlemen, I think it's also a good time to wrap up the episode. Thank you so much for watching. And I hope you enjoyed it. Till the next one. Bye bye.